and Husky. I'm here too.
The leader-in-chief
Of this show and not much else.
put together by twists of fate so great it's all beyond belief. Don't you give me no grief. That loop on canine, he suits me just like who you can see. Review kids' movies with no beauty, not groovy, well bred and with moody me. That's how it's gotta be.
Fightingleaf and Husky, I'm Husky. Fightingleaf and Husky, I'm Husky. Fightingleaf and Husky, yeah, that's me.
Sure, they like them now, but that ain't gonna last. To minimize the damage, we gotta work fast. This is what we gotta do to help the kids to get it. Now listen to my review, you're gonna regret it. It's Husky by my side and I keep falling my chest. Make real bad kids movies with help from the rest. I am Fightingleaf, the kid movie chief. To give me no grief, or you're gonna regret it.
So, what you're saying is my shining form has a negative effect on me. Yes, repeated transformations do harm to your body over time, and it's not just your body that suffers.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your body gives off what I have dubbed awesomeness radiation. Awesomeness radiation typically does good things to those around it. However, an overdose seems to have negative effects.
My reviewing spleen! It's ruptured!
Very well. I'll be sure to let you know if either of us cares one iota. Well, here we are. A movie that everyone knew was going to be awful from the get-go. This is really a movie that I shouldn't have had to review at all because it didn't even get a theatrical release.
Neither did the last one.
Shut up. Still, we're going to review this dung heap because you asked for it. Now, without further ado, Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3.
Why are we watching this? What clever, stupid things can we say about freaking this? I ask you!
These guys here, much like the owl mariachis from Rango, are here to act as our storytellers.
This is the epic story.
There's nothing epic about it.
A tale of bravery, treachery, compassion. Peanut butter? Peanut butter?
Peanut butter barely happens in this movie. Well, anyway, the mariachis eventually leave us alone long enough to see Papi Cortez, voiced once again by the sack of doorknobs we all like to call George Lopez. And we see that his parenting skills have improved since the last movie.
To give this movie some credit, they've actually trained these animals pretty darn well, and it shows here. I only wish someone would have trained the director to make better movies.
Ba-ba-ba-burn! 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 Burn! Burn! Ba-ba-ba-burn! Thank you. The internet is the best audience in the world.
One problem I have with almost all live-action talking animal movies today is the fact that the animal characters don't feel like real animals. They feel like little quadrupedal people. Take Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Those talking animals actually felt like animals. I actually felt like I was getting a pet's perspective on things, and not some clandestine society of short people.
Well, it's about time for the pups to go to puppy school. Just go with it. And we're formally introduced to the only one of Poppy's puppies with a distinct personality in this movie, Rosa. She likes her squeaky toy. I like him too.
So Poppy takes the pups to learn how to be four-legged midgets, and their first lesson is about...
Female.
Female.
Female?
Female.
Female.
Female! I get it! Yep, dogs can apparently send complex messages to other dogs by whizzing on stuff. Like how Uncle Pedro here needs a girlfriend.
Hey look, they managed to keep the same actress for Rachel in the second movie. Erin Cahill. It's like no matter how hard I try, I'm always doomed to screwing up D-lister names. Anyway, her character really seems to have come a long way since the first movie because now she's presuming to actually work for a living as a sous chef. What's a sous chef? I don't care. All I know is that some swanky hotel called the Langham needs one.
You are my moon, my stars, my squeaky chew toy of love.
Do you grade on a curve?
Baby, I grade on the curb.
Yeah, a sure sign that your movie is gonna suck is the number of bad puns you try to pass off as legitimate jokes.
P-mail.
Yeah, like those.
Now, who here from the audience can tell me whether or not this is going to be a good movie?
Well, we're not too far into the movie, so, it could fix itself. That wasn't a very good answer, was it?
Oh, lovely. Meet the oppressively friendly St. Bernard Oscar and his unforgivably perky human, Jenny.
Welcome to the Langham, where we're all bark and no bite. And that's okay.
And make sure our pups fuel up for a full day of learning and fun. Woo!
All of my hate!
We're not alone in our hate for these characters.
High forward, bro.
I'm not your bro, dude.
Apparently they rub Poppy the wrong way too. Sadly, they're important to one of the plots of this movie.
One of the plots? I didn't know there was any plot at this point.
You'll wish it had stayed that way. The hotel manager is unimpressed with Rachel and Sam and is most likely not going to hire them until he sees the little white Chihuahua Chloe, who is apparently a famous face among the irresponsibly wealthy.
So Sam and Rachel, yeah, Sam is in this movie again too, bribed the hotel manager into giving them jobs in exchange for letting them use Chloe as their marketing ploy, since their hotel is facing tough competition from another hotel called the Montague.
Well, that's plot one. Time for another.
Wait, already? Nothing's even happened in this one. Actually, how far are we into this movie? And exactly what has happened?
No.
No has happened?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Something happened already!
As I was saying, the next plot of this movie involves the new little doggy school hosted by the hotel and how Poppy doesn't want someone else to instruct his pups. Especially if that someone is the whitest St. Bernard on the face of this planet.
We raised 5 very bright pups, and whatever comes their way, I know they'll be ready to face it.
What if I'm not ready?
Oh, freaking come on, movie! If you were just gonna roll together a bunch of episodes from the George Lopez show, what's the point of the talking dogs? Hey, I have an idea! Let's take the musical 1776, but make it about talking giraffes. Then let's take the King's Speech, but put it in space. Let's try to make a very mediocre sitcom and then make it with friggin' talking dogs!
And so they move into the hotel, have some awkward dialogue, which was probably meant to be funny.
I'm sure you understand, sir. Your family must live here.
Well, I can't say that they do, or that I have any family to speak of. It keeps me so busy I hardly even notice the long, lonely nights.
I'm sorry, that must be tough.
Only in days that end in Y.
Hilarious. I think I'm gonna throw myself in a wood chipper now. Oh yeah, and remember that running gag with Pedro Smile from the last movie?
No, don't.
Well, it's back with a horribly rendered vengeance. Wow, it's more horrifying than the thing from Predator.
I really love the handkerchief thing you got going on there.
It's Hermes.
It's amazing.
Aye, Sam.
One thing I've never been able to stand in media is whenever they try to pass off awkward dialogue as actual humor. I seem to be in the minority about this because they seem to make that the primary joke for most popular TV shows, such as The Office and The Big Bang Theory. Both of which I hate.
Stone the heretic! Ow!
I'm afraid the only thing we have to offer you this evening is our Michelin star 6-course tasting menu. Oh, and I hope you don't mind.
Well, that should be all right, Mrs. Cortez.
Sheesh, listen to these two. I can understand Sam getting all excited about this fancy crap, but Rachel grew up with this unholy level of posh garbage. Why is she all excited about it?
Ready for another plot?
No.
Good, because here it comes. Poppy's child Rosa, the only one worth naming in this movie, is nervous about her first day of doggy school.
You know, I wasn't always the brave Chihuahua you see before you today. I'm scared of lots of things.
Mom?
No, not Mom.
Who packs this?
Well, yeah, sometimes Mom.
Is this really a movie? Did Rugburn accidentally get us a sitcom instead? This really feels like it wants to be a series of episodes rather than a movie.
So Poppy brings up the next plot, one about having something called a quinceañera for Rosita, since she's kind of 15 years old. You know, in dog years. She's a freaking puppy! 15 divided by 7 is not a puppy anymore!
Poppy in scuba gear.
Eh?
I'm gonna need a Phillips head. Hey, I don't even know how to use a Phillips head.
Leaf, I've been screaming a lot today, even for me. Can we just make this one a Shining Leaf review, please?
I don't see why not.
Much better.
And here I begin to understand the point of some of these plots. The Chloe as promotional girl plot is just there to pad the film. In fact, I'm starting to think everything in this movie is just to pad the film. Just like the previous movie, everything here is just made up of meaningless fluff.
This isn't really a movie. We're almost 20 minutes in, and so far nothing has happened but raw stupid.
Let's try skipping ahead to the next significant detail.
This could take a while.